want you near me, really. If you should hear me, 'cause you don't know like I know, baby. It's a change of plan that I need you just to be my lover, man. I said, truly, I love you truly, truly, I love you truly, yeah. I love you truly. It would mean so much to me if you could understand that I need you just to be my lover, man. Truly, I love you truly, truly, I love you truly.
You gotta pull this one, brand spanking new project, ladies and gentlemen. Brand spanking new project, all right?
I love you truly.
Friends of Marcia Griffiths, tribute vibes.
Truly, I love you truly, truly, I love you truly, 'cause it would mean so much to me if you could understand that I need you just to be my lover, man. I said, truly, I love you truly, truly, I love you truly, yeah. I love you truly, endlessly. Really, I want you near me, really. If you should hear me, 'cause you don't know like I know, baby. It's a change of plan that I need.
Hey Tanya, how you doing?
Be my
How you doing?
I said, truly.
This Twiggy's called Truly.
Love you truly.
Bunch of dope artists on this one.
Truly,
Turn tribute to Miss Marcia Griffiths, the queen herself, you know what I mean?
truly, yeah.
Jams fam, Wagwan, West Palm Beach.
I love you truly.
What up, Palm Beach? Yeah, man.
Truly. I love you truly. I shall sing as long as I live, and as long as I live, I shall sing, I shall sing, as long as I live.
Hey Tanya.
As long as I live,
How you doing?
I shall sing. Even though I'm old, but I'm young, a little weak, but I know I am strong, old enough to know what's right, young enough to dance all night, too weak to hold it back, strong enough to give your heart attack. The situation sweet my soul, as long as I live, I shall sing, as long as I live, and as long as I
Sugar, ladies and gentlemen. Wagwan Dante.
As long as I live, and as long as I live, I shall sing. In my days, I've seen many faces, and I've been many places. Too late to turn back now. If I do, Jah will strike me down. Yes, I have places to go and a lot of things to do. If you think I'd give it up now, as long as I live, I shall sing. As long as I live, and as long as I live, I shall sing. I shall sing. As long as I live, and as long as I live, I shall sing. I thank God that He made me to sing to the world all over. Love message I bring. He put a song in my heart, yes I know. Come along people, good seeds will sow. I don't care what they do or say, I'll never stop singing, no, no, no way. Someday I will get my pay. As long as I live, I shall sing. As long as I live, and as long as I live, I shall sing. I shall sing. As long as I live, and as long as I live, I shall sing. In my days, I've seen many faces. I've been many places. Too late to turn back now. If I do, Jah will strike me down. Yes, I have places to go and a lot of things to do. If you think I'll give it up now, as long as I live, I shall sing. As long as I live, and as long as I live, I shall sing.
Lovely project. She gears up for a dope performance. Big concert coming up in Jamaica. The queen herself is Marcia Griffiths. This right here is Nyanda. Woman say I love that tune. I love that tune. Girl, you smash it. Wanna beat it like a bad picnic, trust me.
Happy feelings with me again. Now that I have found a friend. Yesterday I was so lost, but today I found true love at last. Deep, deep in my heart, I believe I would love again. Oh yes, we will make a new start, sharing love to the very happy feelings with me again. Now that I have found a friend. Yesterday I was so lost, but today I found true love at last. Deep, deep in my heart, I believe I would love again. Oh yes, we will make a new start, sharing love to the very end. My new lover, my new friend.
But not true, Tanya. Dante, tough, not true.
You bring joy and happiness to a soul who knows no tenderness. They may say you're no good for me, but the blind will never, never see. Oh, deep, deep in my heart, I believe I would love again. Oh yes, we will make a new start, sharing love joy and happiness to a soul who knows no tenderness. They may say you're no good for me, but the blind will never, never see. Oh, deep, deep in my heart, I believe I would never get. Oh yes, we will make a new start, sharing love till the very end.
Jams fam, y'all ready for the vibes? Women say wherever vibes, wherever vibes. Tell your friends to tell their friends. You're in traffic right now? Slow down.
Deep, deep in my heart,
Slow down. Carol, what up? Smiley Wagwan. It's the voice of Nyanda.
we will make a new start.
I love this project, man. I'm a project guy. I love them to you. Boy, I should splash it wickedly. One more and we start the show, all right?
My new friend,
Yes, man. Jimmy Lajo, Black Swagwan.
my new lover, my new friend, my new lover, my new friend, my new lover, my new friend,
Yes, man.
my new lover, you're my new friend, my new lover, my new friend, my new. When I think of all the bitter times I've had, oh God, it doesn't make me sad. Oh no, it doesn't bother me.
Special guest in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Some things we got to talk about, man. Julian Wagwan.
Give thanks unto the Almighty God.
Now you
He
see it?
showed me what I had. He said, stand firm and keep the faith. Oh, your reward shall be great. So now I see the day.
Y'all ready? It's Carlene Davis, ladies and gentlemen.
Stepping out of
Palm Beach, Minos on the Red Firmino.
Jerusalem.
Miami's in the building.
Mount Zion.
John North Star.
Stepping out of Babylon.
I'm ready. You ready?
Jerusalem.
It's a vibes. It's a vibes. It's a vibes.
Zion, stepping out of Babylon one by one, stepping in Mount Zion, stepping out of Babylon one by one, stepping in Mount Zion, stepping out of Babylon, stepping out of Babylon. Oh, I've got no alternative in a Babylon.
You feeling this one?
But I know
I give thanks for the love, man. Thank y'all so much. Again, tell your friends to tell their friends.
but
Boy in Beach, Wagwan, Boca, what's up?
your children will
Coral Springs.
away. So get up, don't let the devil lead you astray. 'Cause I'm stepping out of Babylon in New Jerusalem, in Mount Zion.
Cha-cha.
Stepping out of Babylon in New Jerusalem.
One about me all line.
Stepping out of Babylon one by one. Stepping in Mount Zion. Stepping out of Babylon one by one. Stepping in Mount Zion.
Wagwan Lila. Rose, how are ya?
Stepping out of
Great to see ya.
stepping out of Babylon. Oh, give thanks unto the Almighty God. He showed me what I had. He said, stand firm, keep the faith. Your reward shall be great. So now I see the day when I'm stepping out of Babylon in New Jerusalem, in Mount Zion. Stepping out of Babylon in New Jerusalem, in Mount Zion. Stepping out of Babylon one by one. Stepping in Mount Zion. Stepping out of Babylon one by one. Stepping in Mount Zion. When they're stepping in the stepping out of Babylon.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Stepping out of Babylon.
Wagwan Jadan.
Stepping
Twiggy and Debot. Jaja. I gotta give props, man. Y'all did the thing on that project. Mikey Rose on the beat like a bud pitney, tune and bud. Tune and bud. Tune and bud. Had to start from a project, you know? Had to start with this one.
This is Wayne Warner saying J Code, legal businessman. Bang, bang, boom.
I mean say this a protege, eh? Homegrown with G Cole, what you say, eh? We make them know what reggae music we a play, eh? Hey, this is Protege, the one and only representing for G Cole, you know. Check it. Ease out.
And we said them not got no style like we. G Cole, them not got no style like we. None of them no wicked nor wild like we. Accurate. Kabaka Pyramid representing for the #1 selector and radio house. It's all about G Cole. Keep it locked. Accurate.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Kali. I'm hanging out with your boy G Cole on the Homegrown Show.
Yes. Welcome one and all. That is Homegrown with G Cole coming to the Massive and Crew live across the globe. Got to big up all my Jams fam, man. Everybody listening right now on Super Jams Radio, West Palm Beach. Much love. Those people watching live on Jamaicans.com. Those watching on the Homegrown with G Cole platform. Thank you so much. We got my UK family, all right? Got to big up Urban Ranks Radio. Everybody carrying the program. Thank you so much. One Harmony. Everybody. Vibes Urban. Everybody. Got to big up a few folks over there in Costa Rica. Hot 78 Costa Rica. Large up. Live 11 Radio. Large up. Reggae Global Radio. Large up. Who else? Jaja. Sometimes we're going on the rabbit hole and start, Jaja. Should have never did this. Who else? Listen to us radio. Link Up Radio. Large up. Foundation Radio Network. Large up. Man, remember some more as I go down the Jano. You don't need to do that. Everywhere. I got a special guest in the building, man, for free up all that thing because it's a little different. It's a little different. You know what, I'm turn out. People are tired of me. I'm going to switch out the camera. I'm going to say, boy, I don't know. Things is proper. You know what I mean? Things is proper. Easy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Soul Rebels in the building. You hear me? Drop our tune, our 2, our 3. We featured the EP the other day. But before we go into the music on the whole night, first of all, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
You're good?
Yeah, man.
Boy, I look like that. I look like...
Cool, man, G.
Judge, I look
like... You ain't doing bad yourself.
Boy, I'm telling you, look like life been good. Life been good. And I say it this way because a long time ago, you know. In person. It's a fact. It's been on that. We evolved into these strange internet friends. I hope you feel that one. Bam!
Yeah, man. You get famous from the people.
Bam!
Famous from the people.
Nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Until now.
Nothing like that. Let me tell you something. I was getting ready to leave the house, right? And on the wall, I got a picture on the wall. Bob Marley Fest, right? You remember that, right? It's way back. What year was that?
Teenagers.
I was like 2008, something like that.
Liquor.
Woo! Boy, I'm going to tell you, I had a hair. That's why I had a full head of hair.
He did, people.
John was sorry, and it was you. It was the other ladies was there.
Yeah, it was carrying background vocals, and it was 2 fabulous singers leading the Raps and Kush band, and that was G Cole and J Will. Anyway, they big up yourself.
That's my dude. That's my brother.
One perp, sinner.
Hey, sinner.
One perp, sinner. Perps, big up yourself. Steven Chung.
Saw him the other day. That boy wildin'.
Yeah, I see him about the place. He's a businessman.
Businessman. Always opening another business.
I love it.
But him not left the music.
No. He's a culture. He's really a culture icon. I think all of y'all had something that was budding so much from that time.
Appreciate it, man. These damn kids, you know. These damn kids.
Y'all ain't listening to y'all parents.
Nah.
Y'all did that reggae music.
Well, I'll go on spider music. Large up. But it's funny when you think about music. I hate saying them days, guys. It makes it sound like a long time.
We was teenagers.
We was some young teenage
We was
vibe.
early and
I was 9.
We shouldn't have been doing what we was doing either. You know what I'm saying?
But I still there for we're rushing the thing. But let me tell you something. There's a difference in energy, though.
Yes.
There's a difference in energy. There's a lot of bands at the time.
Yes.
Bands and like self-contained bands, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Original music, all them things there.
Yes.
It was an energy. Not to say that things not going right now, but the energy is a little bit different.
It is. It's digital. And so it has, just like how the AI They can get our voice in a couple of sentences and seem to replicate us. But I think there was something raw about just where we were coming from, and it permeates even now into whatever we do. You know, so I give thanks for those days.
Those days was the days, man. Trust me, everywhere I go right now, sometimes you don't even realize that people remember.
Yes.
I was at an event down at VPA. It wasn't even my event or whatever. I try to help out some other folks. Some people, my brother come up and say, yo, what on the day? I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Who?
I have no idea who the brother is.
No, but man, say
yeah,
I said to him like, who? What?
It's like, yo, I remember on up on the stage with everyone, But those are the vibes, man.
Yeah.
Those are the vibes.
And I'm sure that was just one part of your growing up. I know I grew up in Jamaica, so I literally fresh from yard.
Come with the yard energy and the
Fully yard.
Oh, what thing difference though?
Just doing, I just was I3s. I'm just like, y'all know. I don't know which one I was. But I was I3s in it. I was living my, that era, because it was like, you want to do the music and you want to take it seriously, but you don't really have the experience and that yet. But you have this budding vibe. And now when we have the experience, we rely on that vibe.
Yeah.
Because
true. That is so true. That is so true. Digging at the back and I'm going to do that. But I feel like them days, get the confidence to do anything right now.
Yes.
Because those were, we talk about the digital era we're in right about now. Them days was the real days where the Marleys them on the side, running so Kalanja on there. So it's like you can't too fearful, you can't too nervous. You got to go on and drop the vibe. And then worse than that, the audience was right here. They ain't playing.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. And it wasn't about having a hot song either.
It was not. It was what are you bringing to the stage now?
Right now.
Today.
This live performance. What you got? I'm glad to have been raised in that era though. Yeah.
Cool, man. It's about like 90s dancer. Yo, do you argue people about that all the time?
Huh?
Do you argue people about that all the time, saying the era, the 90s dancer and reggae and R&B and hip hop, everything 90s?
I don't argue. That's not a debate.
Oh.
Jimmy.
For real.
It's 90s, not a debate.
It's not debatable.
No.
But I say all the time the Fyah, but it wasn't as Fyah as the 90s.
Facts.
Trust me. Now you got history in this in terms of lineage and growing up around it. A lot of time people see you, and the day they see you, this thing with music and anything public, the day they see you on the stage, the day they see you on social media, and I feel like, today start. You know what I mean?
Are those 5 minutes?
Are those 5 minutes?
You saw those 30 seconds of a performance.
Jano. But you got this in your blood.
I do.
You got this in your blood.
I do.
Pops on the drums.
Yep.
So you play drums too?
No, I don't play drums, but I feel it.
You feel it in your bones.
I know what it feel like.
Yeah.
I know what the snare is supposed to sound like. I know what the hi-hat. I'm listening for that 16.
So does it make it does it make it rough for you, like when if you're on stage with? So you just came back from the UK and you're traveling. I see that too. First of all, congrats. I love the vibes.
Yeah, thanks.
So when you're in another country or wherever, even home, and you go and the musician start crank up and it not sound right. You know, like when a chef go to a restaurant and a man carry something come give him an end up. Is that you? Like when the drummer roll off and it not sound too right?
Well, the couple of things happen. I've been yearning to really be able to go out there with my set and my show and just have it flawless.
Your band and all.
Yeah, but I realized that even if it's not my band, just say I know, just flawless. But I understand that sometimes that thing about reggae, that's not what it is. It's can you take it or can you bear the struggle until the time when you can pick all of those things. So last night I came in this morning, coming from Fort Myers, did a couple of days in Fort Myers, did some radio, and they had the Sugar Reggae Festival, an attempt. It was like, the first go around, and they're going to do it a lot more. It wasn't as supportive, but it was a wonderful vibe.
Right.
And it's good when I go to a place and like the DJs and the radio and the crew is super nice, and they're super supportive and whatever. So it was a good experience. I was with Diwa's band. I think yeah, man, a band. We had a couple days of rehearsal too. Like it wasn't really no holy per rehearsal. So we had to scale it down. Big up Peter Pan. Peter Pan, you know, is like one of my fathers.
Foundation.
I have so many fathers in this business. I appreciate love it though, because the old man them, and them have the current, you know.
Yeah, them
Tell the truth. Yeah, man, them
Sure.
have the current, man.
True,
I can't even
true.
go around it. It's not a chauvinist thing. It's just how
But
our
it is
team
what it is.
set up.
It is what it
how
is.
it's set up, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And so we had to scale it down. I didn't do the entire EP. I just did like probably just 3 pieces, and just to kind of make sure that everybody got a chance to come out of the park and had done their presentation. So sometimes it leaves you wanting to really, you know?
Yeah, you need your set.
I need my set.
Especially, you know, and that's the reason why I tell people all the time, promoters. So when you book an artist to come to the set, I know things happen.
Things do happen.
But when somebody comes with a set that they put together for relay and convey something to an audience, and something happens where they can't do it,
Yes,
you know what I mean? You can't deliver the set.
absolutely.
Don't think for a minute that you didn't just throw off the whole. Of course, they're professionals. They got to do what you got to do. But you had an energy, a whole thing. You were going to build up, climax, do whatever you got to do. And no, you just got to, on the fly, get them where you get them.
Yeah.
And that's why some artists get Pringle sometime.
It's happened. It's happened to me a lot. I've even been to places and not be able to perform
At all.
after. Right. Right.
Part of the struggle.
It's part of the struggle.
That
and
probably takes you back in the day when we used to go through that, didn't it?
Well, you know where it took me to? It took me to listening to stories from my father and my mentors back in Linstead.
Bam, 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 bam.
Them shoes,
Go
they
back.
lean up.
Yeah.
And they didn't always have money to just kind of throw at us. And now when we listen to the meat and the bones of reggae music, and it's them, and to know they never profited. Yeah, mama, good man. Send me home again, man. I'm gonna come next week forward. You see me? Send me home again, mama, good man. And worse, I don't have to be mistreated, or I don't have to be put through some of these situations that I see a lot of women have had have gone through. So me I say, yeah, man, you can. Man say, it's all right, next time. It's very disappointing in the moment though, especially when it doesn't go the way it's supposed to go. But I've started to just trust the process.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking with the Soul Rebel herself. Got this EP the other day, but prior to getting the EP, I saw you promoting that single, King Majesty, right?
Yeah.
And it's the second time, I'm sure there's probably others, but the first time I heard a take on that was Junior Platinum with a vibe, right? But I heard your vibe, and your vibe was totally different.
Tell me about Junior Platinum. When was that?
I just find out. It come out a long time. But it was when I'm going through and I'm searching for the song by itself. It come out. Because I thought it was a
and
version
it's
of
King Majesty.
Yeah, but it's not the same song.
Wow.
Same rhythm, but not the same song.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you frighten me.
Study,
Publishing. Me study,
Wow, money.
You know what you
Give
do,
me the
because official thing release funny, no me that know what you do.
No, when I heard it, 'cause I was like, is that where it's coming from? But then here, I was like, no.
I've heard stuff after that though.
Then I must. If you drop something proper,
Yeah.
that what I say, imitation best form of
Best form of flattery,
right? So
absolutely.
it's a vibe. Now you've been going through. I gotta give credit is due. We are in an era, and maybe this is again coming from pops, coming from that era, doing it yourself, the grind or whatever. Them artists nowadays, they don't know about the radio promo tour vibes. They don't know about the roughing it in the shows. They know about. I had some connects, and my connects got me on this show, and I'm definitely gonna go on.
I got a big Instagram following. I got big TikTok.
Yep.
I got.
Yep. But you out there on the grind. Now, I see, I have to respect it. I have to appreciate it, especially coming from a lady.
Yeah.
Traversing the plains. Cause sometimes, always out there with the entourage and security and all them things there.
No, sometimes it's hard. You bring up something that's so important, because the whole radio tour vibe, this came about because I got connected to Diana Elliott Tomlin, and she is really Lady Diana, and she's from the music media management family, and she's currently my PR. And part of her foundation as an administrator in music is the radio tour. Man, I want to dig up and see if nobody started before she. God say I know. Because most people that go right now, I think Etana They were with them the other day. Tanya Stevens, a lot of the people, Bounty Killer, Sham, a lot of the persons that go into the UK, they get assistance from her and her team with that. Sometimes they book her straight up. And it's because of the experience. She believes in the radio tour vibe. I honestly did not understand or know truly about it. Understood running the road, understood wanting to hear your song on the radio. But I didn't understand the radio tour vibe until my PR, Diana Tomlin. Right. So big up yourself, Music Media Management, for that. And as an artist, I've shared that with so many other artists because I think that is the thing that really helped me to develop.
Doing all them tours.
The radio tour. The radio tour is really how I got King Majesty.
Really?
A part of the radio tour. The thing about Lady D is she doesn't just do stops for you to go to the radio and or to do performances. She allows you, based on schedule, to meet with some of the industries and the institutions.
So she's based in the UK?
She's based in the UK.
Nice.
So if y'all have not followed, if you go to my Instagram, which is _soul_soul rebel, and if you go to any of my my bio links, it'll lead you back to the next link. And just find Lady D. Right. Because as an artist, she might actually be able to do something for you. And so the radio tour really started 2 years ago after my second attempt to release an EP. Yeah.
So when was the first time?
In Jamaica.
See, it was going to be the same body of work?
No. No. Every single time it was just that just goes to show you how much work is out there. There's a good amount of work out there. But it's protected. And just God got me. Gotcha. And I'm so grateful for that. So we started Drama, which is the song from Tabath Productions, Daddy, which is like a rubber dub. And that's like something coming from, I would say, the Studio One, you know, the new generation, so to speak. Yeah. And every single time Drama was the #1 song because that song was written by our Hopeton Lindo. The pen
himself.
Big up the pen.
Large up.
And it was written for me so that I could be able to express the soul singer side of myself and the Sing J style that I would use. So like I would be in the studio with Hopeton at the time, working that out, you know. And it's a song that followed me, so I always use it from a branch, you know. And then we released it on the 2022 or 2021, I remember, you know, in a June. And then we went on radio tour based on that.
In Jamaica?
Song, no, to London. Because we were going to have some other things happen. Listen, things are always happening and then changing. Right. Especially in the beginning.
Part of the course.
Always happening and changing. So we're supposed to be in one continent and we ended up in a next continent. Right. And then Lady D, we connected with Lady D, and that was like my previous PR connected with Lady D, and then from that, you know, the King Majesty, and then, you know, the rest was just like King Majesty was, I don't know, it's like it was sitting there waiting for me.
So hold up, so the EP was released in August
23.
August 23rd, right?
I know.
And but King Majesty was out about a year.
No, man, King Majesty been out about 2 years.
About 2
just
years.
to be real.
And I saw you, and that's why I'm saying I have to love certain things, because I saw you, and I have this conversation all the time, work the record.
I did work the record.
And people ain't doing that no more. Them now work the record.
No, they didn't.
Because as much as there's some fire tracks on the album, and people will have their favorites, King Majesty is a big tune. There are other songs that I've heard and I'm like, yeah, that's my favorite. I'm sure you got a favorite.
Other people come to me and say that all the time.
That they have another favorite. Yeah. But you worked the record because that was a single, and there's a purpose of dropping a single. You could tell the experience, you could tell the calculation in a project. And ladies and gentlemen, you hear me talk about tunes and I don't want.
Big respect to Stingray Studio, Uncle Dilly, so rebel.
What up, Empress? The Soul Rebel in the building. Let's go. What go on, Soul Tree? gentlemen.
King Majesty, may I speak to thee? So much I've longed to say to you alone. Truly I agree, I'm not of your society.
Am I on this key?
One day I'll be your queen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Just a minute.
King Majesty.
Still my song to you I sing. Though just a minstrel, and life was so far apart.
I'm gonna enter there.
Royal King, I see in your eyes, in your eyes.
Wagwan market proper than true.
You true.
DJ Lance, my UK fam.
Majesty,
It bought, it bought, it bought.
I love you, baby. Your Majesty, I love you true. I'm really do.
Super Jams fam, we got you covered. I tell people a lot of times, right? We listen to the music, and what we hear is important.
Yes.
But sometimes you have to feel it. And sometimes you have some tunes where you feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want to feel it. It connects.
Thank
It
you.
connects with it. It does have, of course, it has the reminiscent vibe. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The familiarity.
Absolutely.
The vantage point you're coming from, like I said, whatever I heard, I never heard it come from that vantage point before.
Yes.
You know what I mean? and it's sound, you're sound to me. So I'm gonna get I got some records, I got some vinyl in here, right? With them, some studio one thing. But me know say, all right, that's a real drum session. Real, as a matter of fact, a real band session. Everybody probably in the same time, I crank up and I go on wickedly. And then vocalists come in and drop them thing and it feel good.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
That's the vibe and the energy we get from that tune.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about the creation, how you, actually, first of all, how did it come about you doing this song? And then talk to me about the process. Cause it don't sound like what we get every day, which is pretty much send me a rhythm. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna just drop a thing. Talk to me. How this.
So, left Florida with the one song, Drama, and intentions for like 5 more or so to make
Right.
an EP, right? Was working for a while, have some music and feel like I really want to push out. I don't want to just say, I want to do, I don't want to just stand in the background of my dad or
Right.
some person that I know. I really wanted to go out there for myself. I never know what it looked like. So the radio tour gave me a basis. And then Lady D says, we're going to see Stingray. Like, I have no idea who Stingray is. I'm not going to tell no lie. Because if me didn't know, God know what I said, me didn't know, my
So you
God.
never know who Stingray was?
I didn't know who Stingray was at the time. I'm going to be
Right,
honest.
right.
I may have heard things, but I just didn't
Yeah, I kinda
get
find
it.
out. Yeah.
And let me tell you something. I come from yard and I roots rock reggae.
Yeah.
I'm in such a big gap because people are listening to like feel good, that lovers rock and whatever that has kind of melded with R&B that has become our reggae. Right? So it's like it was so far a gap. So anyways, she says we're going to Stingray. I step into Stingray. First of all, when we see the place, first of all, I'm in London now, right? On this radio tour. I don't know what to expect because
You
I've
ain't
never been
home.
on tour before.
Right.
And I am like 3-4 continents away from what is
Yep.
home to me,
Because
right?
you can't hop on an Uber.
Right, can't up on an Uber, and I've never been there before.
Right.
I was staying with family at the time, so it was like, meet up with PR and go on the road.
Right.
And so we had to go to Stingray, which after I got there, she showed me exactly what, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. But you don't know until you know. It's like I step in here, G. Cole, and I'm very impressed. It really, you really have it going on here.
Appreciate you.
Right? So imagine me stepping in one freezing cold, long time person place, right? Because a big man, one big man.
Legendary stuff.
Legendary
stuff, trust me.
So he literally, like the wood grain, he got some wood grain in there. So you know what I'm talking about. Carpet.
Yeah.
Old school. Couple leather chairs. Woo! Big bad mixing board and
Right.
You know, so he have a bit of an analog setup too.
Time warp. You just stepped into a time warp.
I stepped into a time warp. And what was good for me was I had some experience from my dad, just because we had just really gone digital. Probably a few years before that, we were still recording. I was recording on jump tracks, melodies and everything. But anyways, reaching to Stingray just to meet him. He was there with another producer. We had to wait, obviously, till his meeting was over. But he was playing music and vibing. We was vibing a little bit. Nothing too loud, nothing too out there. Very demure. You see me? By the time he starts to play some tracks, we kind of get to say hi and whatever. And he's like, oh, you know, you like these tracks? Long story short, he gives me some tracks to listen to. Now, I'm in London for like a month at this time. That was a blessed time. Cause
Vibes.
No, me have to run in and run out. But at that time, I was blessed enough to stay there for a while.
Right.
And I was traveling and going to other places in the UK. And so when I heard some tracks from him, he had some bad tracks. Something was going to go on right away with Busy Signal, the song that's Destiny. It's on a rhythm called Elevate with Stingray from Busy Signal. I did love that track.
Right.
So I grabbed that track and then I hear some other tracks and thing, and then me hear this Queen Majesty track. G. Cole, that took me back. That took me back to when light gone.
John knows that.
Bro.
Bop. JPS, what up?
JPS, what up, bro? What up, son? I swear to you, like...
It's a light gun.
Yeah, some people at Jamaica really know certain hardship and struggles.
It's not a power cut. Light gun.
Light gun, bro.
Different something.
Yeah, I know we not pay with light bill.
Right.
No light, no there.
Right.
And you listen to things on the radio. So Queen Majesty was something that played on the radio all the time. Actually was intoxicated by, what's his name's voice? Oh my goodness. Lead singer at the time, Pat Kelly. King Majesty.
Right.
Love that vibe. Original. Now, I never even dreamed in myself that I could even do something like that because of the whole, it was like it's all in falsetto. Anyways, I said to him, did anybody else do this song? He must say this track ready for go road. I said, Boombat. So hear me no. Did anybody do the Queen Majesty song? And him said, no. I say, immediately, I start do the maths.
Yeah.
And he say, so I could probably sing it I could say King Majesty, you know?
Flip it.
I mean, I say, no, say, me I gotta do this and that. And he said, okay. So I went away, literally, I said, it make, right? I was staying with family. I went away, left London, and went to Ireland for like a little while.
Right.
And was just there with family. I lost my uncle, my connection to Ireland. So I went to go stay with the family, and, you know, in lieu of that. And just looking in my book, and I said, all right, build a tune, turn this tune around. And by the time I got back to the studio, well, I knew that I had to voice the song before I left. My grind and my gut told me that if that man say, this juggling is on the road. Remember, So Rebel, I've never been on a juggling.
Right.
I run a back me there, country me there.
Right.
You know?
It don't get no real.
Under a rug.
Right.
You know what I mean? No exposure, nobody running to say you're the next biggest, best thing. So I just grabbed that. And once I did it, another thing I did too when I was there, I had a day off and I went to Buckingham Palace.
You was chilling at this point.
I wasn't really chilling, I was drawing. I kind of knew I had to conjure.
Find some inspiration somewhere.
I did. And I had different inspiration, but the queen was doing her 77 sitting.
Right.
No one could come with me neither. No family, no friend, nobody could come with me. And I said, say, me I go solo, go Buckingham Palace, me I go do the tour. I'm going to chill, I'm going to eat my favorite pastry. And I'm going to just go soak in the vibe, you know. And what go on to London right now. I the king. I king there London, you know, whether we like it or not. You know. See Queen Ghana and the king forward, you know. So after we did that, he let it go by September, I think, or August. And then it just started to do very well because it was a good cover. Every reggae artist, I think, dreams to have a good cover.
A proper cover.
I want about 10 more. But this is the start. So by the time, and I did all the background vocals. I did all the background on the entire project, not like saying, oh, I did the background. that's what I had to do, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
That's what I had to do.
So work put in.
Work put in. And then, like you say, once the song gave a vibe and people were loving it, the first thing that started happening, big up Lion Star Studio, I had to do dub, pantapa, dub, and this was all for promotion. So nobody feel like I'm rich, I know, cause King Majesty. But it wasn't because it was part of the team idea to say that if you really want something out of this, remember, it done copyright already. Remember, it belonged to somebody. Remember, someone else's words. So not only me have to slap it where, me have to now get people to know that I'm the person that sang this song. You know what I mean? So no, I'm not in my feelings when I hear some big other artist sing the tune. No, I'm not in my feelings. No, but still, it went. What I love is that it went down in history, and so I like being able to be the person that thought about that, because being in the music too, I think you have to earn like your keep, and like you have to work. It's like your salt has to come up, your blood and your sweat and your tears. And I was even sick when I voiced it. Yeah, because coming from London to our next place, London was actually hot in a heat wave. Right. And Ireland, where I was at the time, was like cold, freezing cold and wet and rain and sleet. Yeah. And we was going back and forth. And so I was like, so a lot of parts on it came out kind of raspy. And I've owned it.
But it gives it feel though. It gives it texture.
I've owned it. I own it. Sometimes I look for the raspiness again.
So no, you have to jump in the hot and cold again before you go on stage.
Absolutely not. No, we're not gonna do a Barry Hammond. But I learned that if something comes out in if it's at the time your best work and your best intention, it will do what it must for you. So people have said to me, oh, I could have done the background vocal for you, so blah, blah, blah. I could have this, I could have that. This producer say, make her go voice it again, man, call. You want, the place when everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody. But I say to people, it's gone, guys. That's how you know me. Yeah. It fly. So make her do something else, because King Majesty made I ain't gonna lie, King Majesty made Soul Rebel, established Soul Rebel.
That's what put you up. Yeah, because right now, when I think, and again, not just King Majesty, but the work. The work around it. Because I remember everywhere me look. And I'm talking about, just post up in a couple
Stone Love, big everywhere. Up Stone Love, big up Father Paul.
Jaja.
Big up G-Fuss. Big up Dwayne Paul.
Jaja.
The whole Stone Love family. Yeah, man.
I saw the work. I'm gonna love that, because again, for those people watching, especially for those young artists watching and stuff like that, sometimes they don't know about the work.
Yeah.
Everybody knows something. Out of digital thing.
I didn't know about the work.
Well, yeah.
I was hoping for something digital. Don't laugh after me. I was hoping for something digital, but I realized that to be that person, you would have to actually either embarrass yourself or get a type of attention that I definitely don't want that type of attention. So I decided that, okay, I will satisfy with whenever the Most High is ready. And I really want to be known for roots rock reggae. And I want to be really new generation, really hardcore as possible. And then if I can do things that are commercial, that would be great, But the best thing is to be alive and just doing the music.
Yes, sir. Roots, large up Sparky Melody. She said,
big up Sparky.
Wonderful.
You say,
that's UK fam right there?
UK fam, the normal, they find me anywhere I am.
Yo, they love it, I tell people this all the time. I don't know, sometimes I feel like the folks in the UK and that part of the world embrace this music sometimes way more than we do.
They do, but I think that's everything. Now I believe everything has its place. Because initially I used to feel some type of way too. And then I realized that no, it's all a part of you making your story, because you have to get to UK, don't it?
Not you on the fire.
You have to get to UK. If that's the case, you have to have a product to take to the UK, right? Or like me, I brought a product and then I got a product and then, like you said, I worked it. I've never worked like that in my entire life.
I seen the work. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. and I watch it and I really
Carnation Market. One of my friends called me and said, yo, Rebel, me dey a market, Me dey market, I buy some fruits and me in a Coronation. I be a King Majesty, yo Rebel, I want go. I said, 2 carry you fi buy.
Judge. No, everybody think you're rich now. And they pay yo, she busting now. But me tell you, The work.
Yeah.
I seen it.
Thank you.
I was impressed. I was amazed by the work. And you said something a while ago. Say you wanted to known as that roots rock lady. I couldn't tell the last time I get a EP or an album, whatever the case may be. That gave you that feel like a straight roots rock, a straight. There's always a little bit of a hybrid
Mixing.
somewhere. You know what I mean? Or the borderline R&B. You know what I'm saying? But this sound. Like me say, it's on John Screw, it's on, you know what I'm saying? It's on.
May I blush?
Jaja, it's on real. It's on real.
Yes.
It's on real. And and it was more a feel for me too, because as people listening to music, sometimes we can start dissect. Okay, let me dissect these vocals, start dissect the production, but it's the feel. Some of the biggest hits that we've heard is the feel.
It's true.
And musicians will say it warm. The
Yes.
project warm.
Thank you.
I dig it. Ladies and gentlemen, we chopping it up. And I got more in our EP we say. Now, whenever I say one show, in our EP we say. All right? Let's go.
No matter how the doubt is lurking,
Tune.
Jah is always working for you. Everything always works out for me.
Bang, bang.
You'll never leave me alone. Jah will never leave me alone. Everything always works out for me. You'll never leave me alone.
Jaja. It's called Everything, ladies and gentlemen. Big tune. Soul Rebel.
No matter how the doubt is lurking, Jah is always working for you. Everything always works out for me. You'll never leave me alone. Jah will never leave me alone. Everything always works out for me. You'll never leave me alone. Jah will never leave me alone. Although I stand in the fire, I never get burned. And even when the struggles consume me, I humble and I wait my turn. Life is messy, very testy. You see your plans, them now go through. Hug up your disappointment, something greater is there for you. Everything always works out for me.
That's when I warm like a jano. Feel like hot bread. Every high school you had hot bread.
Jah will never leave me.
Jaja, from Captain Bakery, I ate this.
Works out for
Super Jams fam, y'all, Palm Beach family, what up?
You'll never leave me alone.
Honk your horns about 3, 4, 5 times, let them know.
Leave me alone.
You're rocking with us.
Some say I'm lucky, I say I'm blessed. I mean, take the S out of stress. Give your heart and ease, and give your mind.
Proper. So I know, we go UK, we start out the Queen Majesty and the King Majesty and all that, but we claiming this. I edit out the whole of that. I'm gonna tell people this is all soul flow right here because I'm gonna keep that one there. This is homebred right here.
I want to tell you, say it. I want to give it to South Florida. Not just South Florida. I want to give it to Florida, and that's why the radio tour, the radio media and performance tour that we're doing right now, basically starting in Florida, and that's a big deal for me because we know each other from Florida. But me no play because like remember you said John Screw. It's like roots rock reggae music. Like we rather die of hunger than sell out the music.
And it's so no Jano star.
Yeah, man, rather hungry man.
I dig it.
Than sell out the music in any type of way, shape, or form. And so I want to give it, that's why I started here. And that's why Lady D is all the way in London.
Large up, Lady D.
And doing a Florida tour.
Surely.
All the way from London.
It's the right way though.
She not joke. No, because, I mean, she's not going to let it go anywhere at all. And we have other places in the U.S. that we're going to be doing. But I wanted to pay homage because I spent a lot of time in Florida. I went to FAU. When they didn't know me, FAU me there. You go left Jamaica, come a foreign, come a college, and them little vibes there, but still are taking the music on the side. And this everything I mean, I have to big up Stingray Records again because it was the third piece. I picked out the Destiny. I just loved the vibe. It was giving me like Steel Pulse vibe. Right. And I love that energy. It was giving me that. So I was like, oh, I want that. And then obviously the King Majesty. But King Majesty did take off. So then he put out this, same Stingray, put out this juggling called the Wildfire Juggling, right? Everybody has done Wildfire before. Same thing again, right?
Right.
Me just do King Majesty 2 years ago. I could have never come back and sing Boy Your Love Is Like Wildfire. You're crazy.
That'd be rough. That'd be rough.
That'd be a little rough.
That'd be a little rough.
Yeah, so I had to dig real deep.
Yeah.
And everything is just kind of where I was at the time because sometimes things really feel like they're not going to work out. And I cannot be negative.
Yeah.
You know? Anytime I get negative, that is when I realize that things don't work out. So I have to stay positive. All when it not work out, I have to stay positive. So this is like one of my mantras, one of my personal mantras turned into a song. And you know, it goes sometimes you get a bad rhythm. So you know, so I sit down and make it, figure it out on the rhythm.
Cool, no man.
And then I decided that I was going to get help to vocally produce it.
Right.
And so I voiced it at One Pop Music on Red Hills Road. Big up to Rory. You know, so Rory is the engineer for Sly and Robbie.
For sure.
Rest in peace,
For
Robbie
sure.
Livingston.
For sure.
Yeah, man, we go out there, go build up with thing and build up with connections. And so Rory has been a great friend to me. And he brought in a very talented vocal producer named Carl. Carl works with the likes of like Busy Signal and other people.
Cool. No.
And I was able to get Rory, Carl, Sly in the room.
Cool. Cheat
And
code.
I said,
Cheat
Marie,
code.
yeah, first of all, I had to make sure that they weren't going to feel like I was running down nothing in terms of bringing this Dennis Brown. So I'm bringing it from London too. Remember saying I didn't bill it. And, you know, I just wanted to be able to deliver it at the highest level possible.
Yeah.
And so, you know, Rory did what he was supposed to do on the board. And Carl really did the vocal production. Carl produced, vocally produced songs like Busy Signal. He's done a lot of them. The One More Night. Yeah. Vocal, because a vocal producer is important.
Right.
A vocal coach is important. You know, a lot of those things start to become work. Yeah. Exactly. We have to really put in the work. So everything wasn't voiced in London. It was one of the tracks I received, and I was going to make my mantra work on it because I wanted to smash this rhythm to the best of my ability. And when we look at the like some of the background that it does, like the numbers in terms of the radio, and big up Lady D again, and any artist that's out there, the radio tour, it's not as glamorous as being on stage, like, you know, and getting the shows or being able to open for people. It's not as glamorous. It's taking the bus, it's running down this.
And sometimes it's early.
It's very early and it's hard work and it literally never ends. And then there's remote things as well as in-person things because especially with COVID, and when some people never went back to the studio, and that was another thing, you know what I mean? So we had to learn how to work that. So Lady D also made sure that the places that wanted to have me, they were, you know, DAB. And so because we wanted to see what the radio stats would look like. And so I just want to big up King Majesty one more time. And I want to big up everything because now everything is coming up in the stats like all over the world.
It is. It's a warm show. It's a warm show. All right, UK, we share it with y'all. But
gotta share it with them,
what I mean?
bro.
We share it like how we share Maxi Priest.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that song in particular is one of my favorites.
Thank you.
Everything. And again, the lyrics speaks. You know what I mean? It feel good. It sound good. The whole nine. I remember when you sent me the project, right? And I didn't get back to you right away. And then back I remember shouldn't feel so man.
Girl,
thing, you know. But I was listening for a couple of days. I was like, cause here what now. Whenever I get something to listen to, sometimes I listen to it and I'm listening to it because I have to give a feedback.
Yeah,
right?
I know that you mean.
Something I hate giving feedback.
Yes.
But I found myself just, awesome, I get something we can just listen to.
I think you say you were cutting up Callaloo.
Ja.
People them didn't know that.
Them can't know. It's all good. It's all good. I plant my Callaloo them. And that night, I said, I was going to go to bed and hit it with Callaloo next morning. But I said, no, sir. Come in, cut up the 2,000, and don't take a dime. So
Yeah,
can get
yeah,
you
strip it and then-
strip and do this and that. Somebody
Really hard money, no
go
people.
strip for that, cut up my callaloo and I listen to the EP. And I said, when I was done, I was like, yeah, proper. I like this.
26 minutes, not too long.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Just enough.
I kind of get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, man. And the title of the EP, right? Anytime, my first project was called This Music Volume 1 Return to Vintage, right? A long ass title, right?
But I know why you did that.
So you do it, yeah. Like right now, the next album is Ocho Rios.
I know that too.
The next one come out name whatever. I say simple things.
Yes.
But that first project, there's something about it's like you have a story to tell with the music, but you got a story to tell with the title too, right?
Yes.
Tell me the title of the project and talk to me as to why it's titled what it's titled.
It's called Soul Ventures, A Rebel's Genesis. I think after my my mentor was one of the lead guitar players in Soul Defenders band in Studio One with Cox and Dodd. And his name is Ronald Privy Clark. Rest in peace. Aya Privy. All man, not even old.
Veteran.
All man.
Yeah.
The man they play the check up on Skylark.
Cool, no, man.
And like that type of vibe. Yeah.
Right.
So he brought my dad to Studio One. So he started to actually, I don't know, maybe get vexed after one at the time. I did live up here and I got to school. And I leave Florida and go back to Jamaica for a while.
You bounced on us?
I did bounce. And that's one of the things that I got when I bounced. He would come around and he started teaching me guitar and he just started talking to me. And a mentorship started without me even really knowing it. And they played for the Soul Defenders. So he brought my dad sometimes to play for the Soul Defenders too. And so my dad ended up on work like Creation Rebel with Burning Spear. About 3 or 4 of those songs from that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. So, but I didn't really find this out until after Aya Privy passed away, right before COVID. I'm a lift up from Otayad and kind of came back to the States in a way. And you know, everything was kind of shut down. I had to figure out where to be in a lot of the things. So, and we had different issues too in Jamaica, Zoso, with the gang and whatever. So it was a lot of things going on. So he passed. So when he passed, I was just enough time to soak in the fact that he was my mentor.
Right.
And he's passed. So I was
God,
like,
no.
so I never even asked him one day about Creation Rebel.
You never got her.
Me never know.
Wow.
And so it was like after he passed, I went back and listened to the music and I went back and listened to like his guitar on the songs and whatever. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is like real, you know? So after that, when I really felt like I cemented Soul Rebel and that's who I was, I wanted that name for myself because they said Jalan is not a stage name. No, Jalan not gonna work. Jalan is not a stage name. Pick a name and come tell me make a hero it sound.
No government name around here.
No government name. So then someone come and say, my name's Soul Rebel.
Right.
And then I say, all right. It can work. It kind of come in like a man name still, but it kind of remind me of Bob Marley. But it can work.
Yeah.
And Bob Marley didn't really name Soul Rebel, so I start rock with the name there.
Right.
And so everything that I did musically and culturally, I called it a venture. And that's why this is called the Soul Ventures. Because everything I've done after that time in music, I would say like from right before the COVID come down, I considered myself Soul Rebel.
Right.
So even though I wasn't out there at the time as Soul Rebel, I considered myself as such, and everything that I would do that I felt like it was towards my passion and my goal, I called it a venture.
Right.
So that's why it's called the Soul Ventures.
Right.
And then, you know, the long part now, A Rebel's Genesis, is because I feel like it's like my beginning. Like I thought my beginning was like when we was hanging out.
Right.
And
but that was Julan beginning.
That was Julan beginning.
This is Soul Rebels beginning.
It's really Soul Rebels
Makes
beginning.
sense.
So that's why it's Soul Ventures,
like a rebirth.
A Rebel's Genesis. It is. And I always wanted to have soul in my name because you remember what's his name? Butterfly, Tony Curtis. They come from our area in Linstead, right? His father used to sing with Soul Defenders too. So
soul was all around you.
So soul was all around me. And him named Bobby Soul.
So you had to.
And he had like a very soulful voice too. And him did cut to transition. And I said, jeez and peace, and my man them are dead off, brother. No, I'm sorry. So you
got to carry that soul on for them.
I wanted to carry the soul on for them. And then they had another time when they changed the name of the band to bring in some new members. I wasn't alive at the time or around.
Right.
I wasn't born yet.
Yes,
but when I went back and did the research,
right.
they had one called the Soul Vendors. Like, they must sell soul.
Yeah.
Jaja. Bucket charges, them man, you're bad man, you know. Because remember, them not reach, them not this, them not that. And them a deal with the music and the culture. So, bilious. You know? So I was like, okay, so yeah, I'm going with that. Yeah. And so, you know, I definitely have to have the soul in my thing, you know. I'm glad to say a soul rebel. And yeah, that's how Soul Ventures, a Rebel's Genesis. It's just my story. And I feel like this is the birth of what I want to put on a record. And what, what I want to hear on a record too.
Makes sense. Large up Mary James from Minneapolis. You know, it's when I got it and I was reading, and I'm looking, I say, oftentimes, right? I've read many books based on the title, right? So a lot of times I remember being in the library as a kid, wanted something to do, and it was just the title that caught me. It's not like I know off this book or whatever the case may be. Same thing with a lot of records too. I've listened to some dope projects based on the name of it. So when I saw the name of it, I say, that was before I even played it.
Listen, right?
You know what I mean? I'm saying, okay. This has got to be something. It's not just something curated. You know what I mean? It's coming from a deeper place. And I've said, something I figure I ask you about that. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to move on from this real fast, but me just love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Soul Rebel, everything. I got it. I'm sorry. I got it. I'm just saying. Big joke.
No matter how the doubt is lurking, Jah is always working for you. Everything always works out for me. You'll never leave me alone. Jah will never
You're
leave
listening
me
to
alone.
Homegrown with G. Cole. He's got a heart of gold.
Always works out for me. You'll never leave me alone. Jah will never leave me alone. Although I stand in the fire, I never get burned. And even when the struggles consume me, I humble and I wait my turn. Life is messy, very testy. You see your plans, them now go through. Hug up your disappointment, something greater is there for you. Everything always works out for me.
Everything always works out for me. You know why I connect with that song so much? I feel like it is so true. I consider myself extremely, ridiculously, overly blessed to the point I don't think people deserve some of the blessings. And but things always work out. You know what I mean? Especially when the initial phases are a little rough. But I must give credit, and this is the thing I said I must let you know. We grew up on Have You Ever?
Yeah.
Big tune, one of the biggest tunes ever, right? From one of the biggest artists ever.
Big time.
And it's not like, it's one thing when you're coming in and don't know something, you never heard something, but this is in your mind, right? It is not an easy thing to write a song on a rhythm that's so popular. Not forget the rhythm, the song is so popular because it's almost like you have to deprogram the original out of your mind for write the song. So when I heard the song, I was like, that's the reason why most people, when them do a thing on a rhythm that have some hits on it already,
yes, it not go nowhere.
In a shot. Yeah. Because it doesn't connect, because I feel like deep down, them know to say, well, what am I do? You know what I mean? But when I listen to this, I don't think Have You Ever.
Yeah.
None at all.
You mean?
None at all. I do not. I'm not say you did your thing.
Thank
you.
You.
Your thing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Soul Rebel. Cool no man. DJ Lance over in the UK said just added it to the playlist. All right. and that's why we drop the songs. That's why we have the conversations. That's why we go in depth and in detail and tell you the names of the songs and the projects, because we want you to go get them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We're talking to you right now and getting the work, hearing all of the work that goes into this. We have to support the thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We chopping it up with Soul Rebel. And guess what? I'm going to squeeze off something else. And I'm going to squeeze off because people feel I'm about to selfish more time. And
I'm falling into you completely, baby. Yeah. So up against the weather, dark clouds all over our lives. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure I've seen some silver lights, waiting for things to get better, believing the thoughts in my mind. I'm not
know what go on.
Lately, me hear you rolling with Emily. It's like that she is a part of your gang. And it seems like she's blind and can't find her way. Cause you're no walking hand in hand. And when me ask you a 1 and 2 question, you have the perfect explanation. You never have no flat tire. Or your skin catch a fire for your peace. I cry.
You get catch. You get catch.
And I'm falling in love all over when you touch me.
You and Emily get catch.
Pushing through with you, my dear.
Let me ask you this, and you tell me if anybody said this to you. When I heard it, you mentioned sometimes when we go into the booth, sometimes we're not able to give what we want to give because we're human beings. So sometimes we're coming from a little cold, whatever the case may be, or voice just off today.
Yes.
Overwork from yesterday.
Yes.
Has anybody said this to you since you released I Wanna? Said this? When I heard this first, I was like, is that Tana? The voice is just the way.
I'm up on camera. I just want to be me, people.
But I mean it. Not that the cadence is enough.
Yes.
But it just.
It's a style.
It's a pretty style that she rolls with.
Style.
And I'm like, yo.
Cause she's very R&B. Big up at Tana.
And I mean it as the utmost compliment.
Yeah, man.
Utmost compliment.
No, my girl can't sing.
I was like, yo, is this? Bud.
Thank you. This is one that South Florida must own.
Bud.
This is coming out of Zimmer Entertainment. Big up Zimmer and Lewis. Anyway, there, yeah, man.
Cool, man.
This is a South Florida production. This is a Zimmer and Lewis Zimmer Entertainment production.
Zimmer, I keep the thing on the rapper.
And he vocally produced it as well.
Well, one of the
the
best.
The delivery, the background, the this, the that. Yeah.
One of the best vocal producers.
He's one of the best vocal producers in the world.
Overall.
And producers.
Yeah.
He's a musical genius. I mean, I know this. And we have a whole lot more work too.
Right.
But he wouldn't let me get anything from our work unless it said Soul Rebel. Right. So I think that's another thing. Like, you have to really gel with some of the people that you're working with. I'm not making any rhythm or whatever you want to call it. Right. Because like me, I really want to sing on something that has live drums on it. Yeah. That has, live bass. Live thing. Yeah. Yeah, because eventually me, I gotta learn every line, So when we go up on the stage, you remember your line, me can tell you the bass line.
I saw it going on.
I saw it going on. You remember, like a real man. No, but it's true. The old man them still, forgive me. But big up Zimmer Entertainment, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do some of the things, really start in Florida, because this is a Florida production. This Pushing Through is a Florida production. I'm very proud of that. Yeah. Also, Pushing Through has a music video.
It's out already?
No. This is like the
of
first
it.
This is the first mention of it, but we finish it. And the person that shot the music video, this is Audie Silcott from the Odd Man Films. They're really good filmmakers between Florida, New York, and Atlanta. They've just done a lot of films and a lot of good work. Right. And big up to their film tribe. It's been amazing. They did a video for King Majesty too. So King Majesty have a video that is on my YouTube, _soul_rebel. When you put out the music, them give you a topic YouTube. Right. But me have a personal YouTube that has 2 E's in the Soul Rebel. And on there you can see the King Majesty. And listen, I have no big YouTube. And we still did solid 10K. Wow. We still did a solid 10K.
Just off of the strength of the work.
Just off of the strength of the work. So when you talk about really the work, it did it. And we released it kind of in Florida, at the Garden. You know what I mean? King Majesty. Right. And I don't know exactly where. I do have some idea, but we're definitely going to be releasing the Pushing Through video probably within like the next 3 weeks or so. We just want to talk to the Florida family about the work. We want to embrace them. We want to thank them. Because when we look on the back end, we see that Florida DJs are supporting with it. Yeah. So that's why I really wanted to push out in this way and just kind of start off with Florida and really pay homage and, respect some of the people that haven't seen me in Florida. I'm a day, man.
And the thing is, why I love your approach and what you're doing in terms of making sure everybody is credited to is we are in the digital era. So when a song them release, it's very seldom now that you're getting the hard copy, vinyl, or CDs. Maybe eventually, but
yeah,
at
man,
first,
I go want some, but
you don't get them, so you're not really able to read and whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And you talk about Zima Entertainment, Zima, Jay, Shatta, some great producers.
Yeah.
But they be working in like a mug though. Tell me, say it wasn't. They ain't working hard next to them.
Well, and me, I said to some video youth and me that do some video work last weekend. Say me come out of studio with Zemra and the 200 take already, and him I say, wow, like that's crazy. I'm like, you don't know these people. You don't know these people. Big up them right anyway. Any artist who I work with him right now, big up on yourself.
When they come out, you're tired.
Big up on yourself, man. You're winded. You're winded. But
big up,
you see, what I love about a session with Zemrai is I feel like I came out of physical therapy.
Yeah. He gets the best out
with my texture.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm a better singer after being in studio recording with Zima Entertainment. So I definitely love that.
There's a word that gets tossed around a lot. And I think when it comes musically, I think he's the one that personifies that word the most. Zima's a perfectionist. Zima's a perfectionist to the point where you're tired when you come out to the point. God, no. Take number 95 was good for me. But now we're at 104. You know what I mean? We still working. John knows Zima. But
and he must stuck. And no, nobody feel like say all my lines I'm singing from like beginning to end 4 bars on these things. I might start on the 1st and end on the 5th.
Yeah.
I saw him steer.
Because he thinks like a musician even vocally.
But when it come out, and persons have said to me that they actually dig the background I'm pushing through probably better than any other one on the project. And I was like, okay, if you feel that way, but I know like that's like me being bad mind. In the back of my mind, I know what caused it. And it's him being a perfectionist. So when I listen to the song now and like I hear my rough side, the rebel side, and then I hear the soul side and how they've complemented each other.
Seamlessly.
And how, trust me, listen, not because you hear this at the last 3 minutes of the song means that there's somebody did sing it.
That's where the producer decided.
That's where the producer decides what it, you understand? So there's takes that I've received that I was like, switched up. Then he's like, that's my job. That's production. So
and
I
as an artist, sometimes we
it.
have to go in a studio and let the producers produce. A lot of artists don't do that, you know.
Zip it.
Them go in and them don't let the producers produce. I'll tell you this, as we listen to the songs, like I said, Stingray, large up, everything go through. But as we played that song, the first thing I saw comment on here was well produced.
Facts.
Well produced.
Facts.
Jaja.
Yeah. Well done. Big up Florida. Big up Zima Entertainment. And that's just what that sealed the deal for me already. Right, Tessa? And I mean I have more Florida things to do.
Jaja.
But that really sealed the deal because I don't want it to be said or I don't want it to appear as though I'm an artist that just focus on yard and just focus on overseas.
UK, yeah.
And I probably did at some point to survive. But it's like when I back up and I know who's put into me and what. Remember saying me reach out to you. And
Right.
G,
That's true.
Me reach out
that
to
is
you.
True.
And I was like, gee, I know your platform is out there. We probably haven't really spoken in a while, but I do have something to share.
Right.
And I just appreciate that you gave me the opportunity to share it on your platform.
Well, guess what? I appreciate you sending over the thing because I get a lot of stuff. And everything we get, I want to get. You know what I mean? So it's always a joy when you get some stuff.
Yes.
I know me if I go around the thing and let's see her, she see me now. No, me got the garden, me can't make eye contact.
No, you didn't. Y'all hear what he just said?
It's cutting up some callaloo, y'all. Jaja! Zima, you bad. You bad.
Falling into you completely.
Hey, Sharon, how are you? Diana.
So I'm against the weather. Dark clouds all over our lives. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure I've seen some silver lights. Waiting for things to get better. Believing the thoughts in my mind. I'm not gonna cry. Now that we're to me. Let me hear you rolling with Emily. It's like that she is a part of your gang. And it seems like she's blind and can't find her way, cause you're not walking hand in hand. And when me ask you a 1 and 2 question, you have the perfect explanation. You never have no flat tire, or your skin catch a fire for your peace. I cry myself to sleep. I hear you.
Can't get like a bun in peace, I Jano.
Pushing through with you, my dear, has never felt so good. Feels like it's been forever. And baby, oh, it should. Falling into you.
By the way, I'm gonna tell you something, my favorite. This one was no song I was talking
Are you
about.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Listen to me now. Are the sweetest bun song.
Sometimes some bun I get up and you're rough, you know, but that tune, yeah. Georgia, Emily, you have to go on better. Emily, love the people, man. Love the people, them.
Disrespectful.
Floozy Jenkins and Carla on the streets, you know.
Okay.
Emily, I do her thing. A long time, Emily, I take, man. I want to take people, man, and no business with it. Big and serious, big up yourself, Emily.
And me still in love.
Georgia.
Sure. That's the worst.
Man.
I wonder if any girls put in the comments. Don't be afraid. I put it in a whole song. If me can put it in a one whole song, and you me passion, you know, at the bun me I sing about so passionately, you know. They not do it. No one coming to the.
No, because them say men have egos, you know, but women have egos, so you can't make it look away. So guess what I got now? I go get it on my WhatsApp. I get that WhatsApp message say.
Jeez, I made it bun me, no, but I couldn't comment.
Ladies ain't doing that.
It's called yam. Fully yam out. I know, unfortunately.
I talk about music all the time in terms of we create, but we're also consumers.
Big time.
All right. And when we create, we also appreciate it being consumed on the other end.
Absolutely.
What's the vibe and the energy from a consumer standpoint? Not yours, but from them consuming the music. In Jamaica, in London, we're not going to say South Florida yet because right now we really
kind of gelling with South Florida right now.
But what's Jamaica vibe with Soul Rebel and the project itself? What's the UK's vibe with Soul Rebel and the project itself?
So I know that there a lot of persons, including Jamaica, are really still on King Majesty. We released Destiny. It's not the same in terms of, you know, even though you know, enough big artists depend on the elevate rhythm, but it's just it didn't hit the same, you know. And and Jamaica, the road is different, you know. So basically I'm still known for King Majesty in Jamaica. Like I want to be known for other things.
You gotta be known
but
for something.
It takes, I know, which I'm good with that still, but you also need to move forward because them have a thing where them name one hit wonder or whatever. And, you know, they'll be like, where is it? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? Because also the culture moves very fast in Jamaica. And a lot of people are coming out, whether they're already famous for something, they're popular on social media, or they have a link to a group that's already popular. It's a reality man tell you about in a boss. You understand? So you already have your in. You get what I say? Me not have no in more than the old man them.
Yeah.
You get what I say? More than people that are willing to make sure I get good music and I can be in on the production in a lot of situations. So I get most of my support, like I saw in the background. I know that RFM has definitely supported the music, different artists. Lady Talia, lots of persons, DJ Bones, you know, because King Majesty did it.
Right.
But I want to say like Cool FM, there's some support there. And in the road, I don't know. It's like once you start to deal with one CD person, is you know what I mean. So like me say, sometimes I hear King Majesty still on a mix. I'm like, that's like 2 years ago.
Good problem.
You know what I mean? It is a good problem to have.
Yeah.
So we're going to be going back into Jamaica in terms of, and when I say back, I'm there Jamaica all the time, but every time you're going to do a promotion, one of the things I learned from my PR is it has to be organized. So you not just gonna go pop up and whatever, plan what you're going to do, you know, because we are not rich artists that are being sought after. So a part of your action plan has to be moving towards it. And then sometimes it will move back, towards you. So right now, may I get ready for just kind of do some more promotion in Jamaica, but on a level of media. Right. Because they do have a lot of those media outlets. But so you also have to get in the loop, wink, wink, elbow. Yep. So yeah, we about to get in the loop of that. But we're going to be going, after we leave Florida, we're going to go into the UK. And part of the reason we're going into the UK is because the minute I couldn't even drop the project in peace. Right. I had like one and like two little DM here and there and two little WhatsApp. I say, oh, I say, wait upon that in my mind. And in my heart, I'm thinking to myself, me? Little on me? Like, you want something from me? So I knew I had to put a project together because Europe, to be honest, has been asking for a project. And so it was like, okay, so we need to put something together that says Soul Rebel, that, you know what I mean? And I have a team, but me kind of get to a point where I started to just work more for myself. You have to invest in yourself. You wait for someone to invest in you, then you're going to live your life paying them back. That's true. So you have to invest in, you have to invest in yourself. Facts. So in terms of how they're giving me the energy, there's people ready too in Jamaica. Don't get me wrong. Enough people ready to get going, but we have, my PR they're gonna do it organized. A lot of people have the music, but G. Cole, you are a person that is in the spotlight, and you understand, like you said, sometimes people send you a record or send you like 5 records and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to give feedback, I have to do that. I don't like that. I don't like it, but we still have to do it. We have to push it. So may I go get ready?
For clarification, it's only an issue if it sucks, and that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Maybe you shouldn't say that either.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, exactly.
Something
but sometimes even when it's good, they're not giving it a chance. And I'm not saying to single any one particular person out, but Jamaica moves so fast, and there's so many talented, innovative artists that you literally have to be moving so fast along with that to get seen, to go viral or to the this or to that.
It's a hustle. So if you're not agree, spam.
Me not talk that part there. I don't know what you're talking
the
about.
The views of G. Cole does not represent those of Soul
You better
Rebel,
believe it. Disclaimer. I don't know what G. Cole is talking about, guys.
Yeah, if agree. I mean, the views of G. Cole does not represent those of Soul Rebel. I'll tell you this. I'll say this over and over to people now. You know who bad mind the one hit wonder? The no hit wonder. All right? So at the end of the day, we going for the hits. And I think it proves something that I talk about a lot on here. King Majesty, it has work to do. You have your work to do now. King Majesty, the song, has work to do. And the work just have pick up. The thing is, going about it the right way is a slow burn, slow grind, right? So, but we, culturally speaking, we know, say, boy, we are drop tune. Because in the R&B world, right? And sometimes the hip hop world is 9-10 months later before you get the next one. Exactly. They're working this record, right?
Exactly.
And you working the record on radio.
Yep.
But then there's another single dropping behind it. But the truth is, because the record was done properly, it's now doing the work. You do the work.
Yes.
It's do the work now.
Yes.
And it's picking up and it's going. So you know mentally that, all right, new tune. Because to you, old tune.
And people too.
And
people are coming to you. Do you think them not get the vibes?
Say, what a new tune
go on to the next tune. I want some piece. You give them 2 tune or 3 tune, then play one when them feel like it or whatever. So I had to actually be like a sourpuss. And when person would reach out to me and say, "Yo, we want some more tune," I may say, "Yo, I'm pushing through." Did you ever play Pushing Through? You ever play Pushing Through yet? Because Pushing Through is a song that probably was ready long before so many of these other pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted it to get its time. There were people in London and other places that had heard Pushing Through before. So when I put it out, it was like, okay, I hear Pushing Through before. So you really have to be working on getting some things out there. And then the sound. Because they have a sound too. So you also have to be clicking on the sound, and then if they're pushing towards me, and a lot of persons will say, I see you in London a lot, and it's because London calls for me a lot.
And you gotta go where
I have to go where I'm called, because sometimes when London calls, then some people in Jamaica look, I know, say, sometimes we love the foreign vibes.
Of course.
And then when you
them
see
not see you until you over there.
Right. So then that really, and that's how King Majesty went. King Majesty came from London and then went to Jamaica.
Right.
And so I want it to be more scattered, but right now that's how it is.
Right.
Because most of the time there's a London DJ that's going to be like, yo, Rebel, you know, I make sure somebody get this. So the first jingles, the first this, a lot of those things, the first dub, the first whatever, it went to that direction, you know, for this project. Some of the first set of like any performances and appearances. So, but I was like, and my PR too, she was like, listen, you have to work all of the markets that are calling you, not, you know what I mean, just some. So we reserve a spot. Probably I'm definitely not going to go to London right now for a month.
Right.
But mega drop in for a week.
Right.
You know, and really pay the homage, you know, to persons. Sometimes, I mean, you're talking, one radio station is playing King Majesty like 50 times.
Wow.
Yeah, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. And I want to say Grenada and Trinidad and Tobago. Big up Grenada and Trinidad. I don't know who doing Grenada. If you're there on G Cole Facebook, just message me, man. If you're afraid to message me, let me know what one. Come in and know what one doing Grenada. Big up on yourself, but Grenada.
How intriguing is it to be able to see the analytics? Because we come from a time when we could never normally see the analytics, but now, like you just said, you're all right, UK show me some love, Jamaica has some traction, but then you look at the analytics, you'd be like, they're playing this in Mozambique?
Nigeria. 2 radio stations playing it like 20 times.
Crazy.
2. Yeah. So me say, so what going into the station there? You know?
People
when them
love
are going to link up Solar Line, you know, I think those are the dots now that we really want to connect. We want to find out where that group of supporters are and just keep feeding that energy. So
and eventually go there.
Of course, you know. Spain came up. Russia. At one point, Russia was listening more than UK, and I was like, "What the heck?" And then, of course, UK just take them back. Yeah.
And that's the thing about music. That's why I just have to make sure I say, do your best and make good music.
Yeah.
Because
and I never even thought United States, because foreign it's so hard with reggae.
Especially the real.
Yes.
The real reggae.
Yeah.
If you polish it up and twist it up and show some, you know what I mean?
Pretty.
Some maple syrup on it, whatever.
Yeah.
Then
when we hear them reggae, them like them, I say, okay, charges. I can't do them something there now. Come and tell them my thing, a shoes lean up thing. My thing different. You understand? But in the United States, I was very surprised because we released the EP on August 23rd, and within like a month and a half, it kind of comes up on UK iTunes. Wow. Yeah, it did it on UK iTunes. That's another place I was like, whoa.
UK? But
the thing is, not UK, United States.
Oh, US
Yeah, iTunes. That's what I said. To be honest, I have not been able to tap into all of the UK analytics. We're hoping to get, be able to deal with somebody the next time when we get over there to kind of deal with some of the analytics. Because if that's happening in the US where nothing is really being pushed, so to speak. Yeah. So we have not been able, not yet, but we will. Because them, they think that our money again.
There's always. I ask this of you though.
Our money again.
Please keep pushing this project, work the record, because I see a lot of the great projects, and I feel like the reason why it plateaus and doesn't reach the zenith is because sometimes we move on. You know what I mean? And again, to me, for a perfect example, this came out August.
Everything.
The whole project.
The whole project. But in terms of Peace Persons never having heard everything before.
Right.
And for it to be popping up in the stats, like worldwide. So I know. So now I was like, okay. So everything probably going to need some of the King Majesty treatment.
Right.
And I try to give other songs and other things that I do that type of treatment, but it doesn't always come back.
Right.
So we're looking for the spiral.
Right.
So we can, use something. So definitely look out for some. Like me tell you, we're about to release a visual for Pushing Through within the next month or so. Yeah, but because we have support and big up Audi and Film Tribe again and We have some other little people where do content for you never
Cool,
know.
Cool,
You never know, yeah.
I love it. I like the
Grateful.
fact that it's being done right, because I think that's what our hindrance is sometimes, is we not do it right.
It's hard.
It's hard, but we can't cry if we not do what, because it's as hard as it is. Sometimes we still ain't doing the part that we can do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And like, I speak on this so much just because I'm really digging the work. The music is dope. The body of work is dope. But the work that you are
see the
putting in,
work. Thank you.
That's something I look at and I'm like, yo, fellas, y'all need to pay attention. See what going on. You know what I mean? And that's why it's paying off. And ladies and gentlemen, Super Jams fam, everybody driving through traffic right now, we have tunes.
So rebel instinct way. We're talking to the people of today. Hold on to your dreams. I'm going forward to my destiny. High or low, no matter what the time may be. I've got my plans, my leads, my strategies. I see the signs, and I know that it's my time. I'm taking my first step to greatness on this journey of 1,000 miles. Judge me not for my faintness. There's trouble on the trail, yet I still smile. Command your desires to come into you, but not all that you want will be good for you. Just to wake up is a blessing, and if it don't cost life, why should you be stressing, feeling struggle and strife? Just pick up the pieces and move along, or we can just start over today, 'cause we are strong. I'm going forward to my destiny. High or low, no matter what the time may be, I've got my plans, my leads, my strategy. So rebel instinct way. We're talking to the people of today. Hold on to your dreams. I'm going forward to my destiny. High or low, no matter what the time may be, I've got my plans, my leads, my strategies. I see the signs.
It's called Destiny, ladies and gentlemen.
That is
Soul Rebel.
I'm taking my first step to greatness on this journey of 1,000 miles. Judge me not for my faintness. There's trouble on the trail, yet I still smile. Command your desires to come into you, but not all that you want will be good for you. Just to wake up is a blessing, and if it don't cost life, why should you be stressing, feeling struggle and strife? Just pick up the pieces and move along, or we can just start over today, 'cause we are strong. I'm going forward to
What up, Jennifer? Bobsy, what up? Red Fox.
high or low, no matter what the time may be. I've got my plans, my leads, my strategies. I see the signs, and I know that it's my time. Choices we make, we got to get it straight. Everything begins with our thoughts. We can never accept a loss. To try is never to fail, and that's why we prevail. My determination will blaze a trail. What we think is how we feel. Your work so your kids don't miss no meals. Your leap of faith is a commandment you speak. Come out of the darkness, manifesting at
Tune the car, you love it, don't you?
I've got my plan, I've got my
Amanda Lajo.
I see the signs, and I know that it's my time.
Something I wonder with many creatives, you know. I mean, creating the work is dope. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where do you find yourself most comfortable, in the studio or on the stage?
Most comfortable. Ugh. It depends. If I've done rehearsals and we're good, it's the stage.
Right.
If I'm just doing, like, if I'm working for a short time, like an hour, meaning in the studio, and it's like background vocals, I love that because I love the feeling, because it's not like I'm pushing hard. It's more texture and precision. So I have different times when I like different things, because sometimes, like, I love to be on the stage, but sometimes when it's the live show time, it's like things are so out of order, late, the mic a squeak, and something that stress you out, brother. Trust me, it's like, you know, so sometimes the stage life, it's like not exactly.
It's grueling.
It is like, I don't know, it's the bane of my existence sometimes. When you have a great night, you fly on that energy, you know, for the longest time.
Yeah.
But as a creative, I want my writing to start to come to the forefront. Like, you can vibe with me and be an artist in music or whatever, but I want to establish myself as a good writer, a solid writer. And I think that sometimes I didn't get a chance to express that when I was doing different works with different people in different situations, because people always say, remember song Fyah, remember rhythm Fyah. So it's like you can't really truly, yeah. So I want big up Peter Pan. Big up Peter Pan Williamson. Big up all of the was band. Uncle Milo, Uncle Benny, you know, Jati. Big up yourself. Because of the work that you're doing, just roots rock, you know, rubber dub music. We get to do production. I get to do production with Peter Pan and other persons a lot of times, so you kind of see they get your vibe. Right. They get what you want. You know what I mean? When I go as a creative and I work with like Carl as a vocal producer, once I sing the song for him one time or whatever, I don't sing it again until I go in the booth and he starts to dissect and do whatever, because he got, you know what I mean? And then when it comes out and it sounds the way how I wanted it, I'm like, okay. So it's two things. It's like being a creative, sometimes it's going to take more than you to bring the thing to life. And sometimes you have to get out of your way to be able to allow that to happen. But I want to be known as a good writer. I think 3 pieces, the pushing through, the destiny, and even pushing through when I first brought it to Zimmer, he was like, I don't think the chorus is the chorus, Soul Rebel. And I was like, oh, but it's my chorus. You know?
Damn you, Zimmer.
And we had to go start with acoustic and really build. And then eventually he was like, you know, there's a way it can work, whatever. And we kind of went to it. But it's to have someone kind of see your vision is not always easy. It's not always easy to express, and you could have a masterpiece, but you don't really know how to express it. You could doubt yourself too. A lot of those things are coming in, but I feel like I love the stage when I'm prepared.
When things are going how it's supposed to go.
I promise, and I can't say it no other way, because sometimes I've had like trauma, full trauma on the stage, you know?
I know.
And some, it probably not reach a stage where the people don't want to support me, but there's been times when I just kind of cut my set and I'm just like, this is not going in the direction.
If it ain't gonna represent me right, let's just
low it, you know, or just give me the answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I yearn for it to be the right way. Yeah, and I'm willing to allow it.
Take its course.
Yeah, I want to
the
just
organic
go
approach
stand up and that's what I've been doing. Even everybody that I know, there's nobody that says, you know, you want do this and most of it is just I
Yeah.
I meet these people by the way, you know what I mean? I meet, and then, something else happens. You also meet some pretty gruesome, mean, horrible people.
Them out there too.
They're out there. But I think if you think about what you're going to do, and if it's something that has a good intention behind it, you can almost feel when there's an airiness about it.
Yeah, you can't pick it up right away.
Yeah.
Sometimes we stick around for hoping it changes
not,
or it's not.
Yeah.
Hoping you're wrong. But yeah, when it ain't right, it ain't right.
Yeah.
From the get go.
Yeah.
I remember one time I pulled up to no, I didn't pull up. I was at Publix, coming out of Publix, and somebody pulled up to the ATM, and they were playing my first album, right? Well, a song off of it.
Nice.
And I remember the feeling because he didn't know
that it was you, right?
No, he just playing, and I got a real feel of how people were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the person I was with, my brother, was like, "Yo, I tell him something." My brother, I was like, no, because if I tell him or I say something to him, it will take that away and just almost normalize it right about now, right? Have you had what was your damn moment so far that blew your way? That was just like, I'm gonna hold on to this since this project came out.
I went to go visit Bonga Herman at.
You be rolling with the legends, boy. Rolling with the legends. There's a roll off your tongue like, just Bonga Herman. Ladies and gentlemen, Google.
I bless
go,
my
go.
bless,
go,
man.
Go.
Me just bless. And like you say, it's a blood thing. Because initially I really thought that I was just going to be a regular type of singer. And then I realized that I had a platform and a heritage to stay true to. And that's when everything came together. Wow. So big up Bonga Herman because he played with like some of the, he had some time with the Soul Defenders too. He had time with Vin Morgan. Vin Morgan was one of the lead in a lot of things. He played a lot of instruments. He was like coxswain, right hand man. I'm a baby. Like,
right.
I'm hearing these stories. You know what I mean? And just the whole idea of being around Bonga Herman. One of my PRs first PRs brought me there to say, hang out with Bonga Herman, man. You're supposed to rate it. And at the time, obviously, he didn't know me. I was just telling him, yeah, Bonga Herman, I come from Linstead and Ray Tete. But then I made it like a duty that every now and again I would go check him and go sit down with him like a bit and hear what him have to say,
Well, a reason.
And what a reason with him. And it's a thing. I'm not the only artist that has done it.
Right,
Big up Phil Watkins. Phil, hear that?
Large up Phil.
You know, say Phil good on a Bonga Herman one time.
Go with a reason.
Go with a reason. You don't know what him said to Bonga Herman like him would have said something about Soul Rebel and blah, blah, blah. Here, Bonga Herman, you know Soul Rebel? First time Phil Watkins go. First time Phil ever call me on video. Like him I said, no man, Bonga Herman, I'm a sister.
Yeah, I gotta prove this. I gotta prove this right here.
And I'm talking about I get a call in the middle of the day from Phil Watkins standing in front of Bonga Herman like, wow. Yeah, you say you know Soul Rebel, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, Bonga Herman, hi.
Large up Phil.
Big up Phil every time. Because sometimes I saw it jelly. Now that's how you show the alignment. Other persons going in the direction shows you your alignment. So Phil was able to physically show me my alignment with Bonga Herman. Oh, it worked for me. You understand? Because we really developed something. And then because I know some of the old man them from over Linstead side and him concern him, we say, yo, so all such and such, and we can message on them because right. So I had purpose with Bonga Herman. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he must say, yo, me hear the tune, a bad tune. Hey, you feel over Rubber Dub Tuesday, You figure dance all Thursday, me go call, And then he called the person who is working as the general manager for the Bob Marley Museum. And like him, I say, I Soul Rebel this, And she was like, Soul Rebel? I mean, I say, yeah, Soul Rebel.
Keep it cool.
I know,
Keep it cool.
But in that moment, like you said, you kind of have to figure out, do I kill it? Or do I kind of roll with it? Because this is part of it. It's a part of it. You know? No, man, I let it go, man. Come more time. I just humbling at the place and I just wait till them call Soul Rebel.
You have to soak it in. So, because I think what it does for you too, sometimes we don't know.
We don't.
If the efforts that we're putting out if it's connecting, you know what I mean? And the analytics is just the analytics, whatever, right?
Yeah, that's just numbers.
But when somebody unknowingly expresses to you how it connects with them. Them no say you, it ain't no it's not no, let me just go on away because the artist there. To me, it's one of the best feelings in the world. As I go through the EP, there are certain songs where, you know what I mean, something upon, should I. When I see the title, I was like, what? But me not tell no lie, I do dig your version of this. I dig it.
Looking out at the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, it made me feel
Motown, baby, Motown.
Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. You're the keys to my peace of mind. You make me feel. You make me feel. You make me feel like a natural woman.
Cha-cha. Yeah. Palm Beach.
Looking out at the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. You're the keys to my peace of mind. You make me feel. You make me feel. You make me feel like
Fire Marshal.
when my soul was in the lost and found. You came along to blame me. I didn't know what was wrong with me till your kisses helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful about what I'm searching for, and if I make you happy, I don't need no more. You make me
I got you. Where's it from the tip from the top, ladies and gentlemen? Soul Rebel, Natural Woman. Me love it. Me nah lie.
looking out at the morning rain.
Closest to crossover you're gonna get.
Them harmony though?
Okay.
Oh,
And
God.
when I knew I had to face
You better believe I
another
was
day,
thinking I was like
it made me
Aretha.
feel
Get your hair
Carol
on.
telling me what to sing and
before the day I met you, life was so unkind. You're the keys to my peace of mind. You make me feel. You make me feel. You make me feel like
Is he on drums?
yes, what do you mean?
Man.
when my
Can I hear them?
soul was in the lost
Can I hear it?
and found. You
That's what I'm talking
came
about.
along to
Yeah, you know?
Feels warm. Yo, it bad.
what was wrong till your kisses helped me name it.
Anytime, fam.
Now I'm no longer doubtful about what I'm searching for, and if I make you happy, I don't need no more. You make me feel. You make me feel. You make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, baby, what you've done to me.
radio fam that's listening right now. Listen, we have to big up some people really fast. While we
them
got
up,
radio.
man.
Big up some producers, big up some musicians, big up everybody who forget big up on this right here.
Yo, right now, big up John Screw, big up Tabat Productions, big up Stingray out of the UK. We want to big up Zimmer Entertainment. We also want to big up out of Philly, Jetty Jr. He produced a real roots and culture, Rasta vibes on the last track. I'm just so super grateful and honored. Big up all of the radio DJs. Florida here. I'm not gonna start name yet. I wait till the Florida part done. But in Jamaica, just Cool FM, Aria FM, Edge, you know. Big up. I can't stop saying big up to Stone Love. I also want to thank my family, my immediate family, my mom, my sisters, obviously my dad too, but just, you know, to kind of give me that support. They are my cocoon, you know, and I'm good in there. So the people that have me and keep me good, I'm so grateful. Just to all of the audience, if you've been there and you've been following Soul Rebel, I really want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I also need to big up just the energy and the culture of those that came before me. I want to big up Soul Defenders. I want to big up Studio One. My band in Jamaica, Cornerstone Family. Big up Colin Basie. You know, let me see. I wanted to recall specifically also my PR. She's been doing a lot of hard work. Lady D, I really truly appreciate everything that you have done to this point. Just, you know, want to big up me too, in a Snoop Dogg style, for just
I gotta big up me,
for sticking with it, because it's not easy. You know, every day you can literally get thrown off or turned off, and then someone can actually bring you money and change your life, and people are still jumping off of a building after all of those good things where them claim say good where them want. So big up peace of mind. You know, big up Seth Riggs. Seth Riggs is like one of the vocal practices that I be listening to and doing sometime. Yep.
Cool, no,
big up to my entertainment to be having me on the Seth Riggs. Just wanna also say thank you to Audie and Film Tribe for all of the video, all the content. I wanna big up my stylist, J Cash Jewels, local right here in South Florida. She got my clothes, my jewelry. She lock up them things to make sure, because I will come out looking crazy sometimes. So she kind of get me. Sometimes them train me, you know.
Yeah.
Big up my makeup artist, Rochelle W. Because it's like a team, you know. Yeah, I think that might, you know, all of the UK family. Mixmaster J. Let me tell you something. Mixmaster J has really been a staple. Vibes FM has really been like a staple. You're talking Miss Mighty, Commander B, just a lot of persons, Bigger You, that's really supporting. Also Leicester UK, Leicester stand up right now. Leicester has been giving me so much support. Big up Shriek, big up World of Music, Black Vinyl Magic. Big up yourself, Sir Ron. All of Radio 2 Funky, Eva FM, just loads of persons who have been, I don't know, following what's going on with me and keeping up. I want to big up Mark Spotlight for doing the artwork on the EP. Shell, yeah, Mark, you do it. Mark assisted me with that, and that was like, you know, that was a blessing. That, you know, last night we was in Fort Myers, so I want to big up Fort Myers massive as well. I want to big up Uncle Cat Core because he's been like such a like, you know, them just want to see we're happy when we do music and we're build, you know. And big up Kumar Fyah too, because he's my good
Jump
brethren.
Kumar.
Big up.
Jump.
That's my good brethren. I'm an artist that too, because you know they're really carrying the music. They don't have to do it like that. They can do it and sit pretty, but them work the road too.
They do it the right
They
way.
be working their projects. They be, you know what I mean. This is not the final big up, but Kuya clothing, as you can see.
Jump.
Some proper little streetwear pieces, and that's because of Homer. And the Kuya thing spread out, because sometimes we do Kuya events in Jamaica or wherever I'm invited we out to really do things. And so I want to say thank you to Homer, the Ages, the whole crew, Isis, the entire crew at Kuya. I just feel super supported, and to kind of have a big name brand just, you know, say, yo, Moa in a full suit. I'm like, yeah, duh. Like, of course. Good. Yeah, I'm there.
Appreciate you.
And it looks good when you're able to connect with, other cultural institutions. It make it work. It makes sense. Because them have other links too, where, you know, it
networking is never enough.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time, you know. So I just want to also say that you can't do really nothing without your parents, you know.
Yeah.
And my parents, like my dad, is in the music, so I'm giving that energy. But my mom is also a creative, and there are a lot of times when they've put things to the side. My family members, my sisters, have really put things to the side to try to help me to get to the next level in whatever way, shape, or form, you know. Right. Sometimes, like right now, my mom is like making sure everything is good at the house, because sometimes I have to be out. And so just, you can't do nothing without family. My babysitter / extra mother, Auntie Donna. I have a lot of family in the UK. Shirley, my Auntie Cecile, Jerry. These people, like, they put me up when I go to the UK.
That's something important,
you know? It's so important. And the family over here kind of be like, you going to the UK, you know what I mean? Like, I had an aunt that she was the first Black mayor of London, female too. And she used to work with like Lady Diana, them lady there, off to them.
Right.
Big bumptiousness.
Right.
You know, and I called her and I was like, she's like, you're not gonna wait till you get here before you let me know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So even if they don't talk to you all the time, you know what I mean? Yeah. They're giving you that support. So I just definitely want to say, you know, I have 2 beautiful children that I was blessed with, and they're my muses. And so I just want to big them up. My grandma is like 95 and she not stop but she got Chris Gale. I also want to big up some of the family in South Florida. Lady Tash, Boom Cess, Empress Bubbles, Jata Marie. That's like one of my girlfriend crew in Florida. Yeah, mom big up Wagiti and Diego Dan off of 99 Jams. Yeah. Because it's just, the link is real. And they showing love in a lot of different ways. So I want to say thanks to them. I don't know, I think this is not, it's not the end.
Right.
I said big ups to Lion Star because I voiced like 1,000 dub at Lion Star Studio year before last, just to kind of get, satisfy the demand on King Majesty. Right. And, sometimes some persons, you don't really get the opportunity to tell them thanks.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. You come off and I'm going to say, yo, you never remember this or Smuddy? You never remember that, this Smuddy there? And, you never did this. Somebody's always going to get forgotten in that sense. Yeah. But I always try to be the person to double back. Yeah. And go back and say, wait, what me never do, or what was important that stood out, and grace and forgiveness. I always ask for that and try to give that.
It's a lot going on
as well. It is a lot going on, but thank you to everyone who has been a part of my journey. I really want to ask you to go, if you have Spotify, go on Spotify and follow the artist.
Right.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. If you're there on YouTube and you can't afford to download it, rinse it. Just go and listen to it,
Yeah.
But the EP Soul Ventures is $7. It's $7. I will send you $7. to buy the EP. Because the numbers make a difference.
The numbers matter.
The numbers
The
matter.
metrics
And
are
that's
so
why we
important.
were able to spend 3 days. We spent 3 days on US iTunes. And I didn't even know until like long after it happened.
Wow.
And to put out the project August 23rd and to be checking stats by like September, probably 30th. This is literally 6 weeks. And to see that we touched the iTunes for 3 days. And we went to number 11 in the United States.
Just off of the works.
Just off of what we've been doing now. So can you imagine if, you know, So if you're
Traction.
real organized and you understand the business, you know, make yourself align with this work that's going on, because I know that it has enough attention to make other people become successful as well. Like when we work in our teams, when I work with the stylist and, you know, when I work with the film tribe and we work with the different persons that kind of help to keep things organized, they start working together even without Soul Rebel. You know?
Makes sense.
They working with Kuya doing this.
Yeah.
They working with this one doing that. They doing screenings.
So web.
They're doing table reads. And so when that's why I'm able to say the, you know, the Bunga Herman or the Cat Core, because I started to make sure that every connection I had was authentic and it didn't have to be big.
Right.
And then big connections just came
Mind.
from that, from just being intentional. I didn't go out looking to meet famous people.
Right.
Not really do the
Well,
famous. They never know how would I manage that part.
It's coming. They get used to it. They get used to it. You better get used to it.
But big up Linstead town. That's where I'm from. Linstead, St. Catherine right now. Big up St. Catherine, and everywhere I go, I'm in love carry Linstead pa my back. Me we even sing the carry me Akiga Linstead Market. Yeah man, big up Linstead. Because that's how we come from, born in Spanish
Always gotta
Town
wreck home.
Hospital.
Always.
Yeah, but Linstead, I'm a place. I mean, right now I walk through the town. I'm
Right.
a place, you know,
Right.
and we get love and respect. And Linstead, I see you.
Right. know.
I see you.
I dig that. Listed see you too. I hear that listed up and
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Them no man. Rebel, we go down there, man. I market people and my people. I'm buy fish from. I buy castor oil from.
Yeah.
I buy this from. I pass some people and I say, Rebel, you know, so I have the purple cabbage what you like.
Cool now.
Yeah.
You supporting them, they supporting you.
Absolutely.
I
Big
dig
time.
that. I
Big
dig
time.
that. I dig
Big
that.
time.
The EP is doing major things. I really dig it. And again, it's a joy to get some works that I enjoy, because I do get a lot of works. And I get me wrong, and I'm not nothing, you know.
No man.
But at the end of the day, to get something that I can say thank you for, because now I'm going to get to go listen to it. You put me on something dope. I can separate knowing you from the project and just listen to the project on its own merit. And it's a dope listen. I was on the road the other day, and it was in my road playlist. You know what I mean? A couple of people who
Appreciate that.
aren't Jamaican people I hear, oh, that's on, you know what I mean? Just inquiring, because that's what I'm bumping, and they happen to be with me, so it is
They
what it
bumping
is.
it too.
And it's a dope thing to be proud of some works, because we do get some stuff that we ain't proud of, right? And we have to keep it under wraps. So
Absolutely.
anytime we get the stuff that we're proud of, I must say thank you. Appreciate it.
yeah,
Listening to it, Mino says a lot of work goes into it. Thank you.
And then I said it was the
Thank you.
third. It was a third go
At it.
at an EP, because we had like 6
Yeah.
or 7. The only song that has been there the whole time was Drama, my very first song that was put out. But every single time it was like a different focus, and we still have some of that music,
Right,
you know.
right. Which will come out.
Will come out. Oh yes, will come
But
out.
right now we are push.
Well, push the
the
soul
EP.
ventures, absolutely,
And she talk
absolutely. And I think
about-
they say EP have to kind of come before album. Isn't that like a thing?
So them say. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You need to whatever.
True,
Do
true.
whatever you want. You know what I mean? It's what I do. What I do love now is that majority of entities and institutions that in the past only recognized albums for certain things.
Right.
That's changed. You know, the
Absolutely.
change start with the Grammys recognizing EPs and adverse to just albums. So no, a lot
Absolutely.
of those places will put
I
you on
think
there.
Coffee was an EP.
That's when I mean, there's
Other people too. Let me not.
but
just
from a
go
reggae
there.
standpoint, it was that. What it was, I think, really is we've now found ourselves in the EP era,
Yeah.
and what's happening in some of the best music is EPs,
Yeah.
and they need to acknowledge the best music.
Yes.
So they had to make the switch.
Yeah.
So right now you can do a million EP if you want. In all honesty, you got 7 tracks on here. It was long enough to call that album. So
Facts.
you know what I
Facts.
mean?
Sometimes it does say, because the category that it's in for iTunes, it's reggae albums category. So it's not like a single or anything jumped out. And
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I feel kind of vindicated by. Because like the time and like if it was on there and I knew it at the time, I would be able to say to my people, "Come no, make we try it, make we do whatever." But I literally, I was oblivious.
But you learn.
Just putting in the work, yes, and able to then go back and see it. So it's in the category reggae albums, even though it is an it's an EP. Yeah, I mean, I know if you did it, would I did love the first two go when we did go.
But guess what? Here's the thing. The Almighty work in mysterious ways.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times, it's not that the work is any less or any more. It's just you needed something to grab us. And I say this to everybody out there. The only difference between your works and your favorite artist's works is that the world knows them and they don't know you.
They don't know us.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's pretty much it. But ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to support the vibe. And again, you heard her talk about that track. We're not cheating on it. We're not cheating on it. We're rolling out with this one, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, drop the social media for them.
Yeah, man, it's the_soul_rebel. That's THEE_SOUL_REBEL. Yeah, that's the Soul Rebel. And you're going to find me on Instagram with that, on YouTube, and also on TikTok. People, I need you all to represent on my social media. I can't have such a big bad work where G. Cola talk about. I'm gonna have nobody to back me up and defend it. So that's what we're doing right now. It's a road radio tour and it's performances, but I'm really building my fan base and I'm not gonna hide and pretend, and I'm not gonna go out there and buy 20,000 followers so that you can think I'm worth it. Right. You know, look at my 2005, whatever the number is. You know, I don't even know what it is, but just look at what that is and say real. Yeah. When you go over YouTube and you see King Majesty video and you see 10K upon it, me not pay for nothing. I didn't buy nothing. All I did was terrorize my people in my phone, terrorize my, my social media and just say, yo, people, I that me asking to find out. And when the EP came out, I told my people that love me, I was like, if you don't have $7, let me give you the $7. If you love me, show up, and that's what we need. And in South Florida, that's what we need too, because people love say, yo, a long time the artist, no bust out of this and bust out of that. And even us as artists, it makes us scared to represent a market. So I'm stepping out on faith by doing this Florida tour, radio on purpose, to say this is where we started, this is where we are now. Who still want to get, pan the bandwagon before the bus full up?
Cool, no, man. I guess so. And I'm going to say this part. The views of G. Cole does not represent those of the artist, so don't hold against her. At the end of the day, I like the word support. At all. I got a little gripe with it, just because it sometimes come across as though you're not doing it on the merit of the work. You do it because you support me. Yes. The work is the work, and the work stands on its own.
Absolutely.
You ain't doing us no favors, but we appreciate it.
Yes.
Again, and a sorrow that says, me I say so.
Yes.
You acquiring the album and adding it.
Please.
She gonna say please and all of that, and she appreciates it. So do I. But me, I tell you, it's not a favor vibe. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth the investment.
It is worth it. And,
it's worth it.
And to know that this is where I'm starting. It's like, some people say, what do you do to follow up and what do you do, to whatever. And this is me digging. Like I'm never going to stop digging, I'm just never going to stop digging, because as a passion, we do a lot of other things. Right. And then this thing keeps coming back. It keeps recurring, drama. I do drama, probably get little vibes or whatever, but then I do King Majesty. And then, so it's like all of a sudden, the trajectory starts to change somewhat. Some things now you start to chase. Yeah. And some things are now chasing you. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Which is good.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is a good problem.
It's a great problem to have.
A good problem to have.
Great. Milton, large up. Melissa, Julia. We got to get up out of here.
That's right.
But I thank y'all so much for that vibe. I remember, it is the Soul Rebel. The EP is out. Go get it from the tippy, from the top. It's called Drama. We got it.
I refuse to be an evil man's wife. Can't sleep at night when you go rob and kill for blood money and not pay me bills. Tired to look over shoulder, watching you get colder and colder.
Nakikinika sa música, Homegrown with G. Cole.
Estás escuchando Homegrown con G. Cole.
您现在正在收听的是 Homegrown with G. Cole.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole.
You better put down the gun. Even though me love him, I believe it is a living is around for me. Youngster think I've been done, not to know informer, baby, in my family.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much. Remember, hit us up on social media at MyGCole, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at MyGCole. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Thank you all so much for the love. Much appreciated. Remember, if you haven't yet subscribed to the podcast, we're available on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, YouTube, wherever you listen to a podcast. We're there. Listen to some great music. Talk to some great people. Subscribe real quick. We're going to have this audio up there real soon, too. And again, thank you all so much to all the radio affiliates that support the vibe. All right? This one named Drama. Put on the gun. We got to get up out of here, all right? Someone to love a drama, too much, a drama, too much, a drama, too much.
Me not turning farmer, but me can't take the drama in the family. You better put down the gun. Even though me love him, I feel